Welcome to this final video in this quick series. So far, you've learned everything about secondary market annuities, how they work, why they're safe. You've seen real customer success stories and the math that proves their superiority. But here's the most important question. Is it right for your situation? So today, I'm going to give you the exact framework to evaluate whether secondary market annuities make sense for your goals. I'll also explain what to expect on our consultation call, so there are no surprises. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you, this really isn't for everyone. So let me start with who this is not for, because that's the most important thing. It's not for you if you need maximum liquidity. Remember, this is best seen as a yield to maturity investment. It's the lowest cost, highest yield way to turn assets into income. This isn't for you if you're looking for get-rich-quick schemes or speculative investments. It's not for you either if you need someone to actively manage your investments. And it's probably not for you if you have less than about $250,000 in total assets. If any of these describe you, traditional CDs, savings accounts, other annuities, managed portfolios, those might be better options. I'm not trying to talk you out of anything, I'm just trying to make sure that we have a good fit. Now, this is a good fit for you if you want guaranteed predictable income that you can count on regardless of market conditions. This also might be a good fit if you're frustrated with low CD rates and complex traditional annuities, and if you appreciate transparency and you want to know exactly what you're buying. Might be right for you too if you value higher yields, but you don't want to take unnecessary risks with your principal. If that sounds like you, then secondary market annuities might be just what you're looking for. So here's a key question. How much of your portfolio should go into guaranteed income? There's no right or wrong answer. It really depends on you. This isn't an all or nothing decision either. Most of my successful customers allocate just what they need to buy guaranteed income, and they keep the rest aside in growth investments. So for some, that might be 5% of their assets. For others, it might be 50% of their assets. The bottom line is that they know diversification is a good thing. So ask yourself, how much guaranteed income do I need to sleep well at night? What percentage of my expenses should be covered by guaranteed income? And how much am I comfortable having in market-based investments? For example, if you want $7,500 a month, but you need $5,000 a month to cover your basic expenses, just buy enough guaranteed income to cover those $5,000 of guaranteed expenses. Let your other investments handle the discretionary spending. That way, this gives you a foundation of security, but you're still participating in market growth, and you can turn that income on or off from your market allocation. So think also about your timeline. When do you need this income to start? We have immediate income, deferred income, and lump sums that come at future dates. How long do you need the income to last? We can structure payment streams from 5 to 45 years. What's your age and your health situation as well? If you're 50 and planning to retire early, you might want 30 or 40 years of payments. If you're 70, maybe 20 or 25 years of payments makes more sense. Also, you might be looking at longevity or inheritance planning, in which case longer-term lump sums could be a great solution. The beauty of these period-certain payments is that you choose the exact term that fits your situation. You should also be realistic about a few other things. First, be honest about your liquidity needs. This isn't your emergency fund. This isn't money you might need next year. This is money you want to convert into guaranteed income for the long term. Also, be mindful about other advisors. Some advisors will object to this, honestly, because they can't earn ongoing management fees on these assets, or because they just don't understand it. A good advisor will help you evaluate this objectively. Remember, I am not anti-advisor. I work with them every day at DCF Exchange. I've just seen so many of them discover secondary market annuities and even buy them for their own account, but not sell them to their clients in favor of other higher commission products. And that just really makes me sad. So here's my simple decision framework. First, determine how much guaranteed income you want in your portfolio and what definite financial outcomes you want to achieve. Then you can compare the yields and the terms in the secondary market to traditional alternatives. If you like the higher yields, then start with a smaller allocation to test the water. See how you feel about it. Then you can expand your allocation over time once you're comfortable with the results. That's what most of my best customers do. They start with $50,000 or $100,000, they see how it works, and then they gradually build out more positions over time. So if you do decide to move ahead and schedule a consultation with me, here's what to expect. It's not a sales call. It's an educational conversation. See if you have any questions left over after these videos, and to see if we're a good fit. Plan on about a half an hour or so. We'll discuss your current situation and goals, what assets you have, what income you need, and when you need it. Your timeline and your priorities. What are you looking for, like immediate income, deferred income, or lump sums, and we can see if secondary annuities are a good fit based on your situation. We can also look at the specific inventory that is attractive to you. I can show you actual payment streams that might work for your needs, or you can ask me questions about specific payments you might have selected from the inventory page. Then, on our call, we can talk about the next steps. What's the purchase process, and what other specifics you might need to know about IRAs or other transfers. So to make our call productive, please just come prepared. I trust you to have a good understanding of your investable assets and come prepared with an idea of what income you need and when. The "I want the highest yield possible" kind of inquiry just isn't very helpful, but the "I need $3,000 a month starting in 2030 and lasting 25 years, well, that's real, actionable, and attainable, and that's the perfect kind of thing for these assets. So have your questions ready. You've watched this educational video series, but I'm sure you've got specific questions about your situation. We can go over how it all works. I'll send you specific examples from the inventory page with complete payment schedules and legal documentation. Take some time to review everything, talk it over with your spouse or your CPA or whoever you trust. I encourage due diligence, and I'm even happy to participate in calls with your team to answer any questions. So if you do want to move forward, we'll walk through the simple purchase process using DocuSign and professional escrow services at Gold Star Trust. And if you decide it's not a fit, no hard feelings. The most important thing is that it makes right sense for you. So remember, this is probably not for you if you're looking for a get-rich-quick deal, or you're worried about companies like MetLife, or you need all your money to be liquid at all times. This is longer-term asset allocation strategies to turn assets into income. It's up to you to determine if it's the right tool for the job that you need done. So to wrap up, we're in a unique rate environment right now, and it won't last forever. Interest rates have created buying opportunities for buyers, but when the Fed starts cutting rates, which they're doing imminently, these yields are going to come down. The smart money's moving now, locking in long-term yields. The question is, will you join them, or will you keep doing what everyone else is doing and hope for different results? Be honest about your goals, your liquidity needs, and your income needs. And if you think it's a good fit, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks for watching these videos. I hope it's been helpful to get some understanding of this little-known corner of the financial world. And remember, knowledge without action is futile, but action without knowledge is dangerous. So now you've got the knowledge. It's up to you to take action. Thanks, and I look forward to working with you.